right, guys, welcome back to the Side Dish Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Shin, joined as always by my co-host, Jay Lee.
Hey.
Our special friend, Sumin Han's in the house.
Hello.
And my ex-co-host, Seline Jung, is gracing us with her presence.
Hi. Woo, welcome
But not
back.
for nothing, because today is a very special episode. It is our 100th episode.
It's
Incredible.
It's actually insane.
Did you ever
It's
think
a
this day would
huge
happen?
Milestone. No one did, right?
No one
thought we
believed
would
in us.
last this long.
Actually, there were so many times when Jay and I would be like really like not trying to do the podcast. And then we'd be like, dude, let's just get to 100 episodes and then we can call it quits. But now that we're at 100, I feel like a new sense of invigoration and motivation to keep going. Especially because we've like recently been doing reels and getting organic new followers.
Yes.
Or organic. I have been boosting the reels. But
I mean, now that is organic.
Yeah, that's how everyone does it.
well, that's
right.
Jaehyun's argument. She's like, no, I think boosting reels is still organic, but I was kind of being contrarian. I was like, no,
Actually,
it's
boosting
cheating.
is considered organic, at least in the tech world.
Okay, well then it's
Right?
working.
The marketing world, yeah.
It's working. We got about 70 new followers in the last 2 episodes.
Wait, 70?
70, yeah.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's like nuts.
It's a lot. Yeah.
Hi,
Actually,
everyone.
it's scary.
Just this morning, we got 5 more when I like woke up and opened my phone. So in any
Okay,
case,
should have been boosting reels.
I know, right?
Since the
But
beginning.
doing reels is relatively new for us as well.
It is
So
new.
we're like,
It is. It's very
we're
new,
catching up. Also, it's so funny because of our new followers. If you're listening, welcome to the podcast. I'm sure you guys have a lot of questions, maybe about like what our whole thesis is, why we're called the Side Dish. So, at the front end of the episode, we want to explain a little bit about the origins for any new listeners out there, and for returning and old fans, this will be just a primer, something you already know, but.
Yeah, Aaron, what is the side dish about?
So, I mean, Jay can speak to this too. And actually, Sue, you as well. So the way I remember it is that me and Jay were sitting around during like the heart of COVID when we were not allowed to hang out with anyone. It was probably, summer 2020, just as things were getting really rough in Korea in terms of lockdown. And we were hanging out every day, drinking every day. And we figured like, hey, we're funny. We have funny conversations. Let's just record it and put it on the internet. And that's what we did. So, we were pretty disciplined at outlining stuff in the beginning and having like a good like direction for the episode. And at one point we got really lazy about it and just went in raw dogged the episode. And those are not our best.
I think,
Every once in a while, I think they actually turn out good.
yeah, I think
I
so.
thought so. I think
Yeah,
so.
I'm a fan of outlining.
Yeah,
We had an intern in the beginning.
we did.
Oh,
we did.
so true.
I feel like
So true.
We
some of
actually
these facts.
started the podcast only interviewing our friends.
Yes.
Without
right.
Yeah.
an outline. And then once Seline came on board,
Yeah.
then we're like, okay, let's have like a topic each time and then
Yeah.
like do some research. And then we're on a roll. And then it just, sometimes it's hard to think of a topic, do the research.
Yeah.
Sometimes I felt like, if we just shoot the shit, like Aaron, Chris, and Seline like are really funny when they just talk about stuff. So I thought
It was
could work.
it was a lot easier when Chris was around because Chris was very fucking silly, a silly goose.
He was,
But then
out
again,
there.
at a certain point, Chris would be like, I don't want to be funny today, essentially. You know what I mean? Like, he would be like, I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood to be funny. And then also I got into a habit of kind of like punching down on Chris and like teasing him a lot. And he like blew up on me like a few times and was like, fuck you, I'm never doing the podcast ever again. And I'd have to
we
like...
went through a lot of trials and tribulations.
A lot of tribulations, basically of me being like, I'm sorry that I made fun of you in a very public way. Please come back to the podcast.
The beauty of doing a podcast is we can just edit it out, right?
Exactly. Or not
Snip.
post it at all.
This is true. But for the new listeners out there, it could be maybe a little overwhelming to know where to start. Obviously, on our catalog on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, if you scroll all the way down, the first episode that comes up is Millennial Burnout, which was Celine's episode. Really great episode, a great place to start. I obviously, if you have the time, like urge you to go in chronological order from there because you'll get a lot of the recurring sort of inside jokes and you'll kind of learn about us as like a group. But I mean, if you guys wanted to point out your like 1 or 2 top favorite episodes, what would they be?
I think one of my favorite episodes is one that's actually not on Apple Podcasts. And I think that at some point we should re-release it.
Is it the one that I'm thinking of then?
It's the travel episode.
Oh my God.
It's the travel episode.
Wait, wasn't that the one that you like fucked up recording that one.
Yeah, so
I wasn't on this one, I think.
Yeah, I think it was us, Aaron, Sue, me, and Chris.
Yeah.
And we just talked about our different travel experiences.
right.
And on that episode, I used to use a condenser mic, which is a different type of microphone, and I basically had it the wrong way, not facing your face. So
no.
you can hear everything you're saying.
Yeah.
It's just really thin and stuff, but I think it's still salvageable.
Hey man, we'll put it on the fucking,
Yeah,
Special
and it's worth it.
episodes
And
release.
Bonus episode.
It has my favorite soundbite
Nice.
of all time.
What
It's
is
where
it?
Chris
my
he
God, yes.
does an impression of you complaining about
Okay.
the monkey sanctuary when you went to Bali.
Okay, so really
great,
quick.
yeah.
I feel like I told this story
Yeah.
on the Traveler's Delusion, which is a more
Yeah.
recent episode that we did. But basically, I went to Thailand. No, I went to Bali with Saul, and I was dating this Malaysian chick, and I was trying so hard to just get some time to
Flashback.
bang. But I was traveling with fucking Saul and Judy, and Saul
Wait,
was.
you were in the same hotel room,
Yeah,
right?
we were in the same Airbnb.
imagine?
And Judy was trying to cock block me. She's like, I'm not
Yeah.
comfortable sleeping in a bed with Saul. Like, I need to sleep with your girlfriend. And I was like, oh my God, I'm never going to have time to bone. And so fucking
That
Saul
situation.
planned this whole day where we were supposed to go for like a 2-hour drive to a monkey sanctuary. And I got really annoyed. And me and Saul had a huge fight about it. And then so Chris has this soundbite where he goes, I don't want to. I don't want to go to a fucking monkey sanctuary. I
just want to stay home and have sex. It's just so well
Wait,
executed.
you said that? You actually said that to Saul?
Essentially, I mean, more or less.
No.
Oh my God! Imagine if he
no.
actually said that.
That would definitely is not what Aaron said. Just Chris.
No, what I did say to
doing it.
Saul is that I said, you don't have to be such a control freak. And Saul got pissed.
Oh, you said control freak.
Yeah, I called him a control freak.
Yeah.
Love you, Saul. Love you, buddy.
Well,
I was going to say one of my favorite episodes is actually one that Saul was also on, but I forget the title, but we had to take it off because it was the one where we had Jen on.
That's right.
And we not confronted, it was like our good friends Saul and Jen used to be roommates and they had a falling out due to one of Saul's exes who had beef with Jenny. And then I think it was like we were interviewing Jenny that episode, and then Saul came in halfway through, and we were like, Jerry, like trying to kind of cause some not drama, but like capture it on video, like the moment where like they reconcile.
Like Jerry Springer,
Yes,
Jerry?
yeah.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
I
okay,
see.
I was
Okay.
like,
And it turned out to be a really like a genuinely fun episode. Like Saul and Jenny, enough time had passed that they could like reconcile and like, be friends again. But then after that episode was published, I was eating lunch with Saul and I got like a barrage of text messages from his ex-girlfriend who he was still with at the time. And they were all in Korean. So it took me like an hour to read through them.
Wait, what?
And
She
they're-
had listened to the episode.
Yeah, but she hadn't even listened to it. She just saw that we published it
Okay.
and then saw the highlights that we put up of like Jenny and Saul talking. But she was like, please take it down. Like, and which I had to respect. I'm not going to like, yeah, obviously, if you feel uncomfortable, we can keep that story private. But we weren't even saying anything bad about her. We were really just talking about Saul and Jenny's relationship. But because,
Interesting.
his ex didn't really speak English, so I know she didn't listen to the full episode. But she was basically like, oh, I don't feel comfortable with like people talking about me, and which is fine. But
Yeah.
now enough time has definitely passed.
That
where
you
I
want to
think-
re-upload it?
Well, I just feel like it's an episode that I feel like we could republish now that it's, I think at least a year has gone by since that happened. So
Yeah, because what's the point of talking about this and everyone hears this and they can't even listen to the episode?
True.
You know?
true.
I think it's fine. Also, she's not in the episode.
She's not. Yeah.
And it's anonymous, right?
It is. We don't use her
there's
name.
no-
Yeah.
Right.
But I mean, other than that, another favorite episode of mine is Fashion is My Passion. That's from November 2022.
That was fun.
That's a fun one. I mean, we actually have a lot of funny episodes. The True Meaning of Christmas, that was at the end of 2022. That episode is one of my favorites. We started singing Christmas carols at one point.
Yeah, that one is so a시워. It's just like because the second half of the audio,
Yeah, it's not that great.
it got fucked up.
Oh, I see.
Remember? And
I mean, you've fucked up the audio so many times, Jay. It's hard for me to keep track.
that's never happened.
One of our, or a couple of our like classic favorite episodes are the ones about poopy.
Oh, yeah.
And
Poopy and
Yeah.
sometimes
Poo and
barf.
Yeah,
sometimes
sometimes
barf.
barf.
Like, just if you like toilet talk, honestly, listen to those too.
Do you like we do that so often? Do you think people are just like, God, this is so
Like, this is
what the fuck?"
disgusting.
Yeah.
No, honestly,
I don't think so.
Well, I think the toilet talk, it's truly you're one or the other, right?
Yeah.
You either find it so funny and you want to talk about it,
Right.
or it's nasty to you and you
Yeah.
don't want to hear anything about it.
Yeah. I was just thinking
So-
about that like on the way here because I've still been constipated and I wanted to like talk about it. But I was like,
No,
okay,
Jay.
we talk
Still
about this.
constipated.
Oh, no.
Wait, didn't you say? Wait, you said you have diarrhea all the
Fiber.
time.
No.
But now
He
you're
said he
constipated.
took
anymore.
5 poops last time.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like I'm not lying. It's like
Wait, you're
I'll
constipated
sit
right
down-
now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll like sit down and take a shit and like a little bit comes out and you're just like, I know there's more in there.
Yeah, for sure.
No,
you know?
it is truly the worst
Yeah.
feeling.
I'm sorry, man.
I
It's
suggest.
okay. You guys are like consoling me.
Wait, no, I like genuinely feel bad for
Yeah.
you. Like, I feel for you right now. I think you should try drinking celery juice first thing in the
yeah.
morning.
You
Just
did tell me
pure,
about that.
Just pure
celery
fiber?
juice.
Is it? Because
No.
not celery's not fiber.
Yeah. I mean, celery, it's like, if you eat it,
Fibrous.
it's fibrous,
Yeah.
but the juice,
Really?
drink a whole, however many liters of it, like maybe 250 milliliters, and you'll
Or
be
just take
pooping
a,
your brains out.
Laxative. Just take a laxative.
Yeah. I
Eat
should
some
do that.
prunes.
that
Anyways,
tea
back to the favorite episodes. I think another one that I really liked was just you and I talked about aliens. And I just remember
Aliens
like,
exist? That
yeah,
episode?
it was just like we were
Was it
just
just
like,
you and
what
me?
the fuck? I think Jaehyun might have been on it as
Okay.
well, but we're just like we have nothing.
I
to
mean,
talk
you know,
about.
Jay and I have a few that I really liked. We have one called How to Hang. That's one of my favorite ones too, Jay, where
need
you
to
and I
go
just like
back.
got drunk on the pod and like, because we hadn't podded in a while and we're like, have
Yeah.
we forgotten how to hang out? And then,
Oh yeah,
and then
yeah,
we hung
yeah.
out. We're like, nope, we still know how to do it, dude. We still got it. We're homies.
There was one time that we recorded something where we were like all very, very drunk, right? Like with Chris, and we thought
that
it
was
was
the travel episode.
Oh, that's the travel one, right?
Because that night we also recorded a drunk. I think someone was like,
That was
was
me.
fun. And then you were like, okay, let's
you did
do an
another
episode
one?
where we're all just fucked up and we just like pounded tequila.
Yeah.
And then went back to the mics but then the microphone was fucked up. I think we lost the audio for that episode, right?
Yeah, I think ran out of space or
I
something.
think, yeah.
I do still have some like the first half of that.
Honestly, I'm down when you start drinking again. Hell, when you start drinking again. I just realized I'm the only
Aaron's
motherfucker on the
just
podcast who
took a shot of
drinks.
tequila.
This is what late 30s looks like, guys.
Yeah.
Well, tequila was really like the fourth co-host of the show.
I agree.
Like
Oh my God,
without
for
it, it would
sure.
maybe not have been what it is.
I mean,
Like we were just drunk 24/7.
We were drinking
Yeah.
2 handles of tequila a week
Oh, for
easily.
sure,
But
yeah.
in our defense, we were hanging out. Our group was pretty big, and we were
Our
hanging
group was
out
big.
every day at
And also,
me
like-
and Sue's apartment. Like at least minimum 8 of us, minimum.
Yeah, whenever we would record the podcast, it
Yeah.
wasn't just. It would always like turn into a party.
It was a party.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, the people drinking the tequila were limited. It was like just
A few of us, I
A
guess.
few of us.
But that's also when like Lim was living here. So like, you know,
he would, yeah.
Elaine loved tequila. Like, I mean, we had a solid number of drinkers in that group, to be honest.
Yeah.
And also, I loved how like
the
we ate
drunkenness.
so much salt and vinegar chips.
That's
Salt and
right.
vinegar
We ate
chips.
so fucking much salt and vinegar.
So many.
A lot of Jackson
Bags.
A
pizza.
lot of Jackson pizza, a lot
Yeah.
of Taqueria Stan.
Taqueria stand.
Oh my gosh.
Some good
Yeah.
times. some good
R.I.P. Taqueria Stan.
Yeah.
know.
No stress. There was
Oh
a
my God.
huge
A lot of no
a
stress.
lot of no stress.
So for our
Which I
listeners
never
not
eat
based out of
anymore.
Korea, these are all like restaurants that
Korean pizza burger joints.
yeah, but like you got to understand one thing about Korea is that like we do Western food like just as well as they do in the West, like dead ass.
It is
because like
very
everyone who owns these
tasty.
restaurants, they like lived in New York, they lived in LA, like they know what tastes good.
Yeah.
and
That's
the
very
cost of
true.
ingredients are just a little bit lower out here. So like you can get a great smash burger for like 8 thou, which is about $6.50 US, right?
Yeah, but is that cheap?
I
I mean, $6.50 is probably cheap, but beef
cheaper than
is
the
kind of
US maybe.
expensive.
Yeah.
beef is expensive. you're right.
I don't know.
But I feel like the cost
Jackson
of like
pizza is kind of expensive.
Yeah,
it got
pizza is
really
expensive.
expensive.
Yeah, I'm like, what the heck?
It's
Yeah.
also so overrated.
Stop.
I love it.
Yeah,
Dude.
I love
Because of you, I've been
Jackson.
converted to like the Greekology one
That's a
or
good
whatever.
one.
So
Yeah.
I'd get like
So
half and
good.
half.
Yeah.
That one and like the
Yeah.
pesto one.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't say
I
that.
love it.
because
Yep, yep, yum,
we're
yum,
gonna
yum.
lose our potential.
Just while we're on the topic of best episodes, in terms of like rating wise of our recent episodes, It Is Your Birthday, which was published on March 12th, has like a lot of listens for some reason. Andy's episode, Trust the Thirst Trap, also has a lot of listens. I personally think that Sarah's episode, The Foreign Exchange Student, was really like just an interesting interview episode about Korean life, like life as a foreigner in Korea. So in any case, if you're new to the podcast, check out any of those episodes we just mentioned. But honestly, just start back from the beginning at Millennial Burnout and work your way through.
Let's do it.
There's a few stinkers in there, but most of them are pretty good.
A few stinkers.
I think I am actually curious. What are like the top 5 episodes based on listenership?
That's pretty. I mean, it kind of is related to how old they are, right? So the oldest episode is Millennial
Yeah.
Burnout. So the
Interesting,
top
yeah.
5 are Millennial Burnout, Talk Shit, Get Hit, We're Siblings and We Kind of Like Each Other, which is actually is a great episode. Pee, Poo, and Sometimes Barf, and then Mexican Food, Craft Beers, and Surviving a Global Pandemic, which is our interview with Chuck from Cali Kitsch. Those are our top 5.
Nice, nice. Those are good.
Yeah.
They're good episodes.
Who's we're siblings and we kind of like who is that?
It was like me, Aaron,
Was that about
Celine, and
siblings?
Elaine, and we
Elaine,
just
yeah.
talked about our siblings.
Yeah.
My sister DM'd me after that. She was like, that was good. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my God.
Wait, that's great feedback.
Yeah. So I put on our story that we were doing our 100th episode, and I solicited some questions from our listeners for some Q&A. We only got one real question, but it was from a new listener named Jaewon. So shout out to Jaewon.
Yeah,
and he wanted to
shout out
know
to
like
Jaewon.
if we have any like sort of opinions or thoughts about the Korean church. I guess specifically Korean American church, I assume. But it's funny because you didn't grow up in the church, Sue.
Not really.
Celine, you
no.
went to a Christian international school, but so
But
you
I
were
didn't go to church.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then Jay went to a Catholic church, but in LA,
in
it's
the
Korean
US,
American.
yeah.
So, but with regards to like a Baptist church experience, which is also very Californian, like I have a lot of opinions. Churches are fucking great. I'm so happy that I had a healthy, molest-free childhood.
You know, you're lucky.
I am lucky.
Honestly,
yeah.
and I'm not even saying that as a
No.
joke.
We had we had a very healthy youth group. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
We
no,
had a
for sure.
great pastor. We had a really strong support system. They let us get away with a lot of shit that we shouldn't have been able to get away with. Like I was on praise team, but I was pretty fucking blasted the entire time. And like it was an open secret that I was just a huge stoner, but they didn't really judge me and really care. Church retreats were always a lot of fun.
Oh my God.
So I look back on my church experience with like very fondly. But if I had to like say something about the toxicity of the Korean church, it's that the whole
Gossip,
the
gossip,
whole
gossip.
gesturing of being religious is very like sanctimonious and annoying. So the new cute girl comes to your church, or you go to a church retreat where there's a cute girl from the other church, and you just want to act hella holy. You want to act like you're fucking
because so that she'll like
dude,
you.
all these cute ass girls, like they only want to be with like the holiest of the oppas. You know what I mean?
That is.
I
Yeah.
am so disturbed.
I know.
right now.
I'm literally like so disturbed.
Dude, Sue, just imagine me at a church retreat being like, "Let us pray together." Just like trying to glance at a girl.
13-year-old acting holy.
Yeah.
There is no such thing.
Right.
There's no such thing as a 13-year-old who's
No, for sure. Yeah. And I would say that, and
There's
also
no such
like
thing as anyone.
church,
who's-
and also Korean American churches are very gay. I mean, like the boys groups, like it borders on molestation, and it gets pretty touchy. It can get kind of.
This is a real hot take.
no.
Yeah.
Seriously though.
I mean, like I honestly think any like group
Yes.
thing is gay.
no,
Yeah.
for sure.
Like,
but
honestly.
especially in the church
Wait,
where it's like very repressed, you know.
Church.
Yeah.
We have definitely been in like group settings where like all the guys are trying to like touch each other's dicks and shit. And I'm like, okay, I mean, I'm down.
You know what? Like,
But I'm like, it's kind of gay.
dude, for sure. Actually, now that I think about it, because like dudes that age are just like trying to like either hit your dick.
Yes, or they hug you from the back and then like grab your dick and then run away. It's like it's very, very rapey. I mean, honestly, but
I feel like it's probably that was back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think that would fly right now. It's a generational thing. Yeah. It's totally a generational thing.
I remember once we were doing a church sleepover and we started playing a game called Boner Wars.
Wow.
But it's not what you think. It's not what you think. Let me finish. We just took our sleeping bags and we pretended our dicks were our sleeping bags and being like, oh my God, my dick's so huge.
And playing like sword fight. Pillows,
and it was a sleepover at my house and my mom comes down the next morning like in a mood and like drives us all to church and like afterwards she's like, stay in the car. I need to talk to you. What I heard last night was so unholy and so disturbing. I wanted to come downstairs and wash out your mouth with soap. I was so disgusted. But we were like literally in seventh grade.
So good.
Yeah, we were like in seventh grade. I was like, I'm sorry. And also, am I in trouble? Like, she was like, no, I'm just so disappointed that you boys are so gross.
Talk like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Junior high boys, they're the worst.
Oh, nasty.
They're the worst.
Oh
my God.
I don't even.
Weird to think about. Like,
my junior high yearbook is like, it's
all
disgusting.
penises?
Yeah.
All penises?
I remember my mom like found it and was like, and just like she's just
We must cleanse this.
Bro, I would never read
sage.
Just sage it.
Like, I'm afraid to open my yearbooks because I know like all the shit my friends wrote in it were just like, bro, that time we cut sixth period and fucking made a bong out of a apple and a straw.
Oh my God.
Like everything would be like, man, we cheated so much in chemistry class. Like I'm like, I want to white out my yearbook.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a record of all the ways
bad
in which
shit
you're,
I did. Yeah.
All the like sometimes mostly harmless things that you did as an idiot teenager, right? I mean,
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, we were just going through
just
puberty
thank God
and
your
shit.
pastors were not trying to touch your dick.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That happens
Speaking
a
of
lot.
Apparently.
Speaking of molestation, I'm like really thankful that I went to Catholic church. I went to Boy Scouts.
Yeah.
I never got, at least not to my
Not to your knowledge.
knowledge.
You might not remember it.
That's why you're constipated. It's a physical reflection of your emotional
exactly.
state.
Your body keeps a score, man.
Oh no! Oh shit!
I'm paying
No,
for
but
it.
you are lucky. And I think honestly, if you haven't had inappropriate adults around you in your life, that in and of itself is such a blessing. Like you should be lucky because when I think about raising children now and like how many adults have been in and out of your life who your parents weren't around for those like interactions.
Totally, yeah.
Or people taking care of you, people watching you, it's really scary.
Yo, you ever like kind of like lie there at night and are like, I must have some repressed ass memory. Have you ever tried to like just dig deep and be like, come on, brain, I'm ready to confront the truth? Because I've had this thought too. I'm like, dude, I went to so many church sleepovers. We went to so many sleepaway camps, like, and because they were Christian and they're in the church, like my parents trusted them. I was like, I was such a cute kid. I must have been molested. But then my brain's like, nope. At least I'm not going to tell you.
I mean, for most women, I think for most women, they have been there has been
that
sexual.
actually brings up another point because I know at my church, I know some girls had different experiences. I'm not going to say anything so drastic like they were molested, but I think some girls, especially from my church, who are a little bit older than me, don't have as fond memories of our pastors, for example, or even like other Sunday school teachers. We had one pastor we had two youth pastors. One was like married, had 3 kids.
Name him.
I can't. But he was like, I want to memorialize him. If I ever write a book about my experience in the Bay Area in like the 90s, growing up in this church, he would be like the sort of emblem of a great pastor.
Oh, okay.
And then the other one,
I know, I was going to be like, fill in.
But the other one was like kind of aggro. He like worked out a lot. So he was super buff, which is a big red flag in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a huge red flag. If you're
like
a pastor
we heard gossip,
and you're buff,
like, oh, he bought so and so a cell phone for her senior year because her parents wouldn't buy her
He
one.
was grooming.
Exactly. So
not
there were a lot
unacceptable.
of rumors like that going around. But I also learned that like rumors are bad. So like I don't like to spread those things because I actually don't really know what happened with that pastor. But I did run into him at the mall like years later, and I was like, Pastor blah, Pastor blah, like, it's me, Aaron. And he kind of like side-eyed me and then was like, I have to take a call and just bounced. It was, and I was with my dad. And my dad was also like, that was a really weird, that was so weird. Like, why was he avoiding us? But maybe
because he's a criminal.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Weird.
And
maybe he's not allowed to be around children.
Maybe because he was also so weird about guys and girls like commingling.
Mixing.
Yeah, like Michelle, who we had on the podcast for an episode or two ago. For Michelle's 13th birthday, she wanted to go watch Charlie's Angels, and so all the guys in our year and girls in our year, we all like bought tickets after church, and then Pastor Blah found out and literally would not let us go. He was like, "You're getting baptized next week. Is this what you want God to think of you?" And fucking, I remember
because he thought Charlie's Angels was
it was
inappropriate.
like inappropriate, yeah. And then Michelle cried. I remember it really well because she was like, "It's my birthday, and like this is ruining my birthday." And we're like, "You fucking asshole! Like this is our one chance to sit with the girls in a dark room. You're fucking blowing it, dog." Like,
I mean, also Charlie's Angels was the movie of the year when it came out,
of like 1990
of the decade. Honestly,
yeah.
It's PG-13, right?
Yeah, but I rewatched it recently. Like, it's pretty sexy.
Back then, those movies
There's
were
a lot of leather.
PG-13 was
a lot of butts.
so much.
Yeah.
Never.
There was no one sexier than Cameron Diaz in particular.
Oh my God, the scene when she's like shaking her ass right before the UPS guy comes.
Yeah,
a lot of push-up bras. A lot of push-up bras back then, yeah.
But yeah, Drew Barrymore and Lucy Liu also. Just like
Drew Barrymore.
they were just so beautiful. I remember we all wanted to like.
No, they're hot. Yeah, there's no doubt. Lucy Liu.
Yeah,
Lucy Liu was pretty hot.
Freckled Asians.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have freckles.
Freckled Asian.
I do have freckles.
You don't look like Lucy Liu though.
I don't look like Lucy Liu. Though back then, when that movie came out, 100%, whenever I was walking around, everyone's like, Lucy Liu. And I'm like, fuck you, white people.
Kind of similar eyes as Lucy Liu.
I think so. I think that's why.
Yeah, you know,
Like,
we'll give it to you, Sue. We'll give it to you.
The cat eye
Lucy Sue. Lucy
Oh
Sue.
no, I'm just telling you. Do you guys didn't have these experiences? Like, I would go to the mall straight up back in the day, and it would be like, it was before people like knew about Asians, right? So they'd be like, it's either Lucy Liu or Mulan.
Exactly. Yeah.
Only those two, always. Oh, you look like Mulan. Oh, because I'm Asian?
Yeah.
Am I the first of my kind that you've seen in your life?
Exactly. And Mulan was the only Asian female lead.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah.
On a big screen.
Yeah, I've been on an airplane and I just happened to be riding first class because I had to carry my.
Okay.
Okay.
I had to
flex.
I paid like a
Rich.
$50 or something like really cheap upgrade for first class because I was late and I needed to take my guitar with me, and so I happened to sit first class on this really short flight. And then as I got off, this person like comes up to me as I'm leaving, and she's like, "Are you heroes from the show? Are you hero from the show Heroes,
bro?"
And I'm like,
You should have said yes.
"No, I'm
You
not."
should have said yes.
Yeah, and then she's like,
What a freak.
"Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are." And she just
wouldn't believe
refused
it.
to believe that I was not.
Wait, Jay, you actually do look
Who
like
is
that
that?
actor.
Who's the actor?
So, he's this Japanese dude.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta put.
No, you 100% look like that guy.
Really? And also, you're like carrying a guitar.
I didn't. I might have checked. I don't remember.
Shut up.
Dude, that looks just enough like Jay, where it's like, that's you, bro.
100%.
Because of the glasses.
This was the biggest show on TV in like 2002.
Oh, that's
huge.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
He looks like Paul Dano.
He looks like an Asian
He
Paul
does look
Dano.
like Paul Dano.
Oh my God,
yeah,
you're
he does.
Yeah.
so
Dude, Jay,
right.
I used to get
Okay,
that
okay,
it looks
it's
like
a
Paul
little-
Dano too.
I could. Now I'm seeing how one could get confused.
But
Yes.
also, this is weird because playing basketball in the Bay Area where there's a ton of Asians, you still get Jeremy Lin.
I know.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know.
That's really
it's unavoidable.
crazy.
It's kind
I
of
know.
crazy. Yeah.
I wish.
That's crazy.
I mean, I said it before and I'll say it again. I went to middle school with Jeremy. Yeah, we're on a first name basis. We were the same height in 8th grade. And then by the time I graduated, he had grown like 6 inches taller than me.
Is this like actually true?
Yeah.
Oh no way.
I used to act, I
This
mean,
is
not
how
even
we
joking.
know Sue doesn't listen to the pod.
I used to literally fucking hang out with Jeremy like at the YMCA in the summers.
the
He was like a really good
YMCA.
Christian kid, so
Oh,
my
yeah.
mom
Oh,
loved
yes.
him. Yeah. So looking back, guys, how do we think, the podcast has changed over it's been almost 4 full years, right? Crazy.
Very.
Actually, when you think about it,
2020
100 episodes is nothing for how long we've been doing it.
Well, because we took a break, as you said, for almost a year.
A long time, yeah.
And then it hasn't been like consistently every week for 4 years.
Although, so Jan and I had a stretch where we put out probably like 20 episodes in a row.
Yeah. Which for like an indie podcast, we do this all ourselves.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, it's amazing. It's such a big accomplishment.
Rare. Yeah, I think
it's a huge accomplishment.
No, we've done a good job. So, but like in terms of like what's changed, definitely at one point, Seline was a full-time co-host, and then you took a step back. When Chris was on as the intern, that was a lot of fun because it kind of like made an inside joke for the podcast. When Aylin was always like a regular contributor, like stuff like that. I used to like listen to old episodes. Like I remember one flight back to Korea, and I was feeling like nostalgic for some reason. I just listened to like 8 episodes in a row, and it entertained me to no end. It was such a blast to like re-listen to those conversations.
It almost feels like a time capsule.
It does.
That we can always like revisit.
Yes, and like just remembering kind of my headspace.
That's why I don't want to revisit. Because it's a time capsule.
I think you would be surprised at how much you enjoy it. Just like, oh yeah, that happened, or like, I don't know. I definitely went back and listened to all the.
It's just so nice to listen to people's voices.
Listen to the ones I'm not on. Yeah.
No, it's good, but so definitely co-hosts and all that has changed. Definitely putting stuff on Reels is new for us, and it's hopefully going to continue getting better. Honestly,
it will.
Yeah. We're trying to keep up with the times.
Dude, I'm getting so many ads now of like, download Path Social AI.
Right.
I went from 500 likes to 50,000 in one night. And my dumb ass is like, learn more.
Okay.
You click it and they're like, okay, great. We'll retarget to you.
Yeah, now we have your social security number. And I'm like, fuck. But
when are you going to get on TikTok?
I can't. I can't be
Remember
TikTok.
you were trying to do that for a minute?
I was trying to make TikToks. I was trying to make a couple TikTok for me and Taehyun.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was like, she's pretty enough that guys would just click on her face. Yeah.
If it's only her, not you.
Right.
Yeah, you can't be in it.
But there are those TikTok couples where like the girl is like really cute and the guy is like a total dweeb, but like you click on it because you're like, how the fuck is she with that guy?
Okay, yeah.
I was like, I could probably play that role.
Pookie.
God, I'm just thinking about it because I see those TikTok couples and the ones who just like put their camera and then like act out a scene as if it's actual.
Oh yeah, I mean that's everyone.
Yeah, but some are just so. It's so obvious and it's just so bad.
It's almost like this like train wreck, and then I'm like, oh, I don't want to be watching this. But then sometimes it just.
For sure, I watch it all.
Because we all know about it. That means we all watched it, right?
Oh, God, yeah.
I hate it.
Who's your guys' favorite TikTok couple?
The 90-Day Fiance couple. Is that Pookie? Who's Pookie?
Pookie's the one with the... I mean, everyone listening to this will know. I'm surprised you guys don't know.
Pookie.
It's that guy with the Southern accent, and his wife is like a fashion influencer. Honestly, her outfits are really cute. Yeah, Pookie... anyways, you guys have to watch it.
I think I have.
They are. I've seen them on Reels.
I used to like that couple where it's like this guy, Joe Hirsch. He makes dresses and shit. And
Dude, I used to follow him. I saw him in Brooklyn.
Oh, yeah?
I was just walking.
Are they still together? Because...
No, I don't think so.
They're not, right?
No, right? Yeah. Because I saw recently he made a dress for some singer, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
I like Joe. He seems
that guy
he seems like the kind of guy that I'd be friends with.
I like him, but I also don't like his content when he like creates dresses for celebrities and then they like take it and they don't wear it. Like there's no like after
follow-up?
There's no.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm like, this is
so
bad
it's this
content.
couple, which honestly, I think they became famous because people were making fun of them.
Oh yeah.
It's so mean, but we've talked about this on a previous episode. But people were like,
great way to get famous,
saying, "Oh, the guy's ugly." And he's cringy.
Let me see.
And what the fuck is he doing, right?
Yeah.
But a view is a view, and they're now like,
wow, He is ugly compared to her. I mean, she's really hot. So what the fuck?
And
we
like,
turn into terrible people, by the way.
But then
when
it's
we
like,
do
you know
this
what? They have millions of followers now and like probably a career.
Oh yeah, and they're making like.
I mean, bro,
no,
Benny Blanco is dating Selena Gomez now. So true love does exist. Ugly men and beautiful women can be together.
I mean, why are you saying that? It's literally a tale as old as time. There's nothing.
Is it also a song as old as rhyme?
Yeah, it is. Now, an ugly woman and a hot man, that is something to take note
that would
of.
never happen in the history of mankind. Yeah.
I feel like it has.
I mean, it definitely probably has, but
for
it's,
sure
it's not like it's not a tale as old
Hugh
as time.
Jackman.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I feel
God.
horrible saying
Me too.
it.
But I
because
know what you're gonna say.
Wait,
Yeah.
okay, first of all, they're divorced now.
They are divorced now,
also,
but they were together for a
she
long time.
Is beautiful.
Okay.
Like, do you guys not know
she
this?
was beautiful.
Okay, well, because they've been together for so long,
Hella
and when they
days,
got
hella
together,
days,
they
yeah.
were absolutely
But also,
a match
when they got together,
in, like,
she was
terms
more
of
famous
looks.
than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, kind of like
Oh,
But I
okay.
think
See,
the
I
thing
didn't
is-
know that.
Yeah, 'cause
she was like a famous
so
actress.
hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the thing is, like, she aged.
Yeah.
That's it. And so
And
people
she
were
is
like,
older, I think, much older than him,
oh, I have
right?
no idea.
I think she is.
But it's like the fact that she aged.
Yeah.
And people are like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It's like how people are amazed at Keanu Reeves' girlfriend, who's literally the same age as him.
right. I thought
And
he
it's
was, I
like-
thought he
but
was
she
dating
looks-
Helen Mirren for some reason. No.
Because she has white hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's just so
God,
It's
fucking-
horrible.
It's
This is
so
what I'm saying.
crazy,
It's like
yeah.
so messed up because
It's so
we
crazy.
accept men like as
Oh,
they
my
age. It's like,
God.
oh, like men age like fine wine. But when it comes
women
to women,
expire.
yeah, it's
Like we
really
expire
sad.
culturally. It's
Uh,
so fucked up.
I don't
know-
have an opinion on this because I'm a man and I don't speak for a woman. So take it away,
one thing's
ladies.
for sure is you wouldn't ever understand.
Yeah.
I think
I've been getting
When it
better
comes to-
looking as I
actually,
get older. It's
you're
crazy.
part of
because
the
when it comes to
problem.
aging,
Because I'm a man.
because when it comes to aging, like arguably men and women have two completely different experiences, not in how we physically age,
Yeah.
but how we age with the perception
Yes,
and how we
that's what-
exist in society. It's
For
just
sure.
two completely different things. And
Yeah.
men are actually so
Men
fucking
age.
lucky.
Yeah, we age like red wine, and you guys age like milk.
Well, okay, the
That's the
fact
saying,
that you
right?
can even like delay fatherhood, for example, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
that's the biggest privilege on planet Earth that you get to like literally not think about when to have kids.
Yeah, we
but
just
also a curse to humanity, I think.
I mean, yeah, it is a curse.
we need to
Like, why
outline
are
an
we
episode
so
just called
unnatural?
"Misandry and Misogyny," and it should just be like our hottest takes about men
The
and women.
fertility thing is so
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, it's
though.
super fucked up.
God,
Yeah.
it's so insane.
You
We'll
know-
save that for another episode, actually.
Well, you know what's really funny? I was just like scrolling on Reels, and like for some reason the algorithm. Okay, the side dish Instagram. Now that we got all these new followers, is feeding me a bunch of weird shit. Honestly,
no.
and I
Like
got this
what?
one thing. Like, it was like a workout page. Okay, and this guy was interviewing this dude who was clearly on steroids, and he's asking him about like what are the downsides of anabolic steroids. And the dude looks like a fucking Vienna sausage, right? And he's like,
I'm scared.
He's like, 1, it makes you more aggressive. 2, it makes you forget things. 3, it lowers your IQ. 4, and like he goes on
Wait,
for
so it's a man on steroids talking about the downsides?
But it just like the list went
steroids.
on and on of just like everything you could imagine that would suck as a human being. Like to the point, it's like, why would you take steroids? Makes no sense.
Wait, yes, why is he saying that when he's on steroids?
I think that he is like.
Is it like a warning?
Maybe he's
I-
recovering.
I
from-
don't really know, but he clearly took a lot of steroids.
Oh, you know
And so-
what? Maybe now his
He, like,
career
regrets it,
is
yeah.
that he's saying I did this on my own without steroids.
Oh no, this guy
Like, he's a
definitely took
grifter.
steroids.
He might be just like steroids fucked me up. I'm here
And-
to talk about it.
Yeah,
I'll do it,
exactly.
But I just thought
Then
it was
it's like,
so.
why do you still
because
look
like
like
steroids,
that?
anabolic steroids are basically just male hormones. So like, it just goes to show that the male hormone makes you fucking stupid. It like makes you aggressive.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
To Sue's point,
Yeah.
like the male male hormones are bad. Testosterone is bad for your body.
Like,
Too much of it is bad for your body.
because when testosterone, because like women naturally obviously produce testosterone too, and it goes up at certain points in our cycle. When that happens, it's never good. It's
Yeah.
always bad.
We're out for blood.
physically,
Literally.
mentally, like it's bad. But then we need it. We need it. And if you have too much estrogen, That's not good either.
Because you'll just be crying all the time.
Yeah, and that causes like
Okay, wait.
cysts
So
and things.
speaking of crying, this is a great seg. How was Inside Out 2?
It was a wonderful movie.
What part did you cry at? What part did you cry?
It was a wonderful movie.
Oh, so okay. Basically, like this one was about puberty, right? Going through puberty. So, and then I think like one of my favorite lines. I mean, not that this is like completely true, but I think Joy was saying something like, you know, I think it's just as people become adults, they lose like more joy from their lives.
Totally, yeah.
Right. And I was like, yeah, that's very true.
And then you start crying.
A little bit. Yeah. It
yeah.
kind of made me think about like, you know, some of like the anxiety starts coming, you know, through when you hit puberty, and then I'm like, fuck anxiety. You know what I mean? Like that. I feel like that's why it was so enjoyable, because the entire time I'm like, fuck anxiety, dude.
Well, because Seline has never seen Inside Out, but you know the premise, right?
It's like emotion.
Yeah, just
Emotions.
personified emotions.
Yeah.
So my qualm with that movie, I thought Inside Out 2 was fine, but I really, really hated the fact that Maya Hawke was the voice of anxiety.
I don't know who that is.
It is
Hawke's
Ethan
daughter.
Hawke and Uma Thurman's daughter.
Oh.
She's in Stranger Things.
So she is fine in Stranger Things.
Why is she not?
Is it because she doesn't seem like an anxious person?
It's the voice is too
Chill.
young.
Oh.
It's too soft. It just doesn't it doesn't
It's not
feel
matched.
if I want to listen to anxiety, it needs to be Gilbert Gottfried or no one else.
I see.
Basically,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I also don't know who that is.
I don't know.
Gilbert Gottfried's the guy who's like,
classic.
"What?
Yeah.
What the fuck is up with anxiety?" That's my
my
Gilbert
God.
Gottfried impression.
I think
He's
that's
from New
too
York.
intense.
Yeah,
I mean, it might have been
This-
intense.
It's a little
this is
stereotypical.
This is like the beginning of this is like the first time anxiety sets into your life,
like
right?
it
Like
creeps
it's
in,
yeah.
it's
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
background.
it's like a
subtle.
baby stage anxiety, I would say.
Okay, fine. Then literally Uma Thurman should have done the voice. Why did her fucking Nepo baby daughter have to do this role? It
I
makes no
literally
sense.
don't
'Cause
know.
she's trying to make it in Hollywood.
I didn't know.
Trying is a stretch of a word, okay?
To be fair, I didn't know anything about any of the cast. I don't know who played who, right? But I actually thought Anxiety did a fine job, not knowing anything about it.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I haven't seen either of them. So I
Oh,
don't
me
know.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also,
Two of them.
now that we're on the topic, I just also felt like the stakes in this movie were so stupid. It was like, Riley's going to hockey camp. Oh, but the cool girls are there. And like the whole movie just hinges on that, basically.
It's like summer. Yeah, it's like 3-day summer
It's
camp.
so stupid.
shit.
It's because in the first movie, the stakes are higher. We're moving to a new city. You know, you're turning 12. Like it felt more grounded. The first movie makes me cry every time. Inside Out 2, I cried, but I cried out of frustration. I was like, why Maya Hawke? Like just like
you
so.
you
my
did
God.
not
So
cry
furious.
because
No,
of
no,
that.
no.
I don't believe that. For
No,
a
I definitely cried at multiple
You cried
parts.
because you
for
cried
sure.
because you felt something.
No, for sure. Dude, it's the physical manifestation of all these emotions that I have as a human being. Of course I'm gonna
exactly.
cry. Yeah. It's but-
very relatable.
They made it so that you can.
dude,
should
you
cry.
know all those Disney execs were just like, we need to throw a reference into impaired friendships or like anxiety about being a loser in high school.
Yeah, being successful.
Dude, that one
making
thing
friends.
about like, oh God, there was one line in it where I felt so shoehorned. I think the line was something about like, I'm not good at anything or something very
I'm not
like,
good enough or something.
I'm not
like
good
that.
enough. It was
Yeah.
literally like the line was like, I'm not good enough. And I was
Yeah.
like, obviously everyone's gonna fucking cry at that because we all have feelings of
Yes,
inadequacy.
exactly.
Yeah.
It
But also
definitely
like,
gets you.
fuck you, Disney. You fucking assholes.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, if you think about it, like it was literally a formula
Yeah,
where they were writing
exactly, yeah.
everything where it's like everyone's going to cry.
yeah.
But I
It's
will
like-
say though, I think it's like I think everyone should watch that movie. I think so because I think it makes you, at least people who are not like, you know, going to get therapy and shit. Because I'm like, it feels like a therapy session.
yeah.
You know,
I think it's a healthy way to also
yeah,
introduce like children, honestly, into like understanding
emotions.
why they, exactly,
right.
why they feel certain ways. Albeit kind of cringy, you know, like when I watched Soul, another Pixar movie, there's like a whole like epiphanic moment where he's like, oh shit, like the fucking leaves. Oh, a bagel? A slice of pizza? Like, is this beauty? And me, also kind of a cynic, being like, come on, what
Yeah.
the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
What are we doing right now? Is this a fucking poem. Is this a Frank O'Hara poem or is this?
That's because joy has left your body, Aaron.
But it's been replaced by cynicism.
Exactly. Joy has been replaced by cynicism.
Which is also joyful for me. I take a lot of joy out of it. Well, speaking of cynicism and also rage baiting, kind of related. The New York Times published this article about like the new etiquette rules of 2024.
I did not see this.
Okay, so on that list was
that was old.
No,
not the New York Times. The new.
No.
The Cut.
The Cut had done one before.
Okay.
But New York Times had published a whole maybe 15 things by all its staff writers of different kind of general rules. One of them that went viral was it's rude to ask your guests to take off their shoes in your house. And
but we didn't we go through this? When was it written? Because I feel like that
so this
was
just came out,
clickbaiting.
but a few years ago, another article had come out about I will not take off my shoes in your house.
Yeah,
it was very similar. Yeah.
Maybe it's the same person where they just ran out of things. They ChatGPT'd this fucking article, dude. 100%.
Oh my god, who? What? Okay, I'm confused.
No, it's rage baiting, and
I'm
it's
confused.
just clearly. Just trying to go viral for something stupid.
Right. Okay, then lame.
What is your silliest what is your silliest hot take? Do you have any hot takes?
I have so many, but you need to narrow it down a bit.
What's one that it makes no sense?
Probably all of them.
Hot takes.
Here's my new hot take. I feel like Terrence Howard is actually from the future, and he's a misunderstood genius.
Who's Terrence Howard?
He's the guy who went viral for being on Joe Rogan and talking about how 1 × 1 = 2. And everyone just roasted him for being a complete idiot.
The
crazy
actor.
Person. Yeah, it's the actor.
He said 1 + 1 = 2.
He wrote,
1 times 1
1
equals 2.
1 equals 2.
He wrote a 30-page thesis and sent it to Neil deGrasse Tyson. And
about why 1 × 1 is 2.
I spent this is so embarrassing. I spent probably 2.5 hours of my life listening to podcasts of him talking.
What?
Because he just came out with a new episode talking with Joe Rogan and Eric Weinstein, who's a really famous mathematician from Harvard. And that episode is fascinating because basically Eric Weinstein's you're clearly really smart.
It's too much more.
You're clearly actually really intelligent. You might be manic. You're seeing patterns where you're basically.
I was gonna say this feels like a manic
thing
for me.
But he's clearly really smart.
Yeah.
Because the way the guy keeps saying, he's you're like a Ferrari engine that's in a Volkswagen. Your brain is working way too fast and you're not able to process all this information. Because also when you hear him speak, he obviously is conflating so much information and jumping as manic people do.
Yes.
Jumping. But he definitely knows what he's talking about. He's not pulling shit out of his ass. He's saying, well, this guy wrote this thesis and this guy proved this theory and this theory. And I'm sitting there being damn, this guy actually has a lot of information in his brain. And I had no idea.
Yeah, because he probably poured over it in order to prove, or disprove that 1 × 1 equals
his entire life.
He's okay, this is it. I'm gonna do it.
It was fascinating, honestly, because I was just wow, this guy actually is pretty fucking intelligent, way smarter than me. But also, that's why I'm not the one making these crazy, manic kind of assertions.
Right.
So that's my new hot take. I'm
this
Terrence Howard is from the future, man.
Sounds like something that girls would never listen to.
Fair enough, too. Wait, why? Why not? Why don't you want to listen to Terrence Howard on Joe Rogan?
I don't even know what that. I don't know what any of that is.
Oh,
do women listen to Joe Rogan?
You know who Joe Rogan is.
Of course I know who Joe Rogan is, but what I'm saying is
not a single time.
Why Terrence Howard is not interesting.
You know what?
I don't want to hear him talk about math. I don't want to hear anyone talking about math.
Yeah. He's definitely a party animal, though. I remember I partied with him in Santa. He just showed up at this bar and he was having a great time. And I was aren't you that?
Aren't you the guy who plays War Machine in Iron Man 1?
Yes, exactly. I was it's
really?
He's I got replaced with John Cheadle. Cheers.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was weird. It was oh my God, he was on one,
Yeah.
On something. Something.
On many things.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But it was a good time.
Hey, speaking of being on something, do you think Joe Biden is not fit to be president?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it's
all right, moving on. How was everyone's 4th of July?
Even though it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Well, like if it comes down to it, are we voting for Biden or are we voting for Trump?
I'm not voting.
Oh, that's an easy answer.
And you guys don't vote either. Come on.
Yeah, I do.
Did you already send your ballot? Or, I mean, will you send your ballot in?
Probably. I happen to be going back in August, so I can just do it.
So you can quickly put in your vote for Trump? Gotcha.
I don't know that I would
brother.
do that.
I mean, but honestly, at this point, there's kind of momentum within the Democratic Party about replacing
Yeah,
him,
sure.
which has never.
but
I heard it
come
was like
up before.
Gavin Newsom.
But replace him with who?
Everyone's saying Kamala.
Did you say Terrence Howard? Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God, Joe Rogan.
Joe Rogan's going to
He
be
will
president.
Trump.
Dude, Joe Rogan's
Joe
the president?
Rogan will be
Oh
Trump.
my God, yes. That's brilliant.
Yeah, no one's gonna vote Gavin Newsom. He can't defeat
Right?
Trump,
But there's
no.
like some like,
It's crazy.
yeah.
Gavin Newsom, like the former governor of
California, yeah.
That handsome
can't-
fox.
he
Yeah,
can't
I'd vote
win.
for him. He's hot.
Kamala too. I don't think she can defeat
No one would
Trump.
vote for her.
No.
She
No
hasn't
one
done
will vote for her.
shit, dude. She's
Yeah.
been vice president for 4 years.
She's
Stephen Colbert.
disappeared.
I would vote for Colbert. I'd vote for fucking Al Franken if he ran, dude. I'd vote for Jon Stewart. I'd vote for any comedian who has a political brain. I would vote
Yeah.
for them for sure.
It's crazy that we're back here
I know.
after 4 years.
America.
But I'm not in America
I know.
anymore.
But you look, it was just 4th of July. We celebrated, we
I
got hot
didn't.
dogs. Well, that's because you're a fucking traitor. So
We had a hot dog.
I'm so glad to be a traitor
yeah.
of the United
we had
States.
glizzies without you. And
What are
yes, they're-
glizzies?
Hot dogs, you fucking traitor.
Whoa.
How do you
know
not
that?
know that?
I didn't know.
No one here knew that.
I didn't know that either.
He's never heard that.
Yeah.
I've literally
Is
never
that like
heard
a
of that
brand name
word.
or something?
It's
Is
like
it
a
like
slang
a
term.
regional slang term?
I don't know.
I think it must be.
the
I've never even
heck?
heard of that.
Okay, the term glizzy originated as a moniker
Why
for a
is it-
handgun,
Yeah, but
and now we call hot dogs glizzies. That's
This
pretty much
has
what
to
it
be
is.
a new thing.
It is new.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I don't know if you know this about me, but I've been spending a lot of time on social
TikTok?
media just trying to push our fucking
Yeah.
podcast.
I
Oh,
was
I see.
thinking.
That's
I don't know.
what's
If,
going
I
on.
don't know if we should like talk about this openly before actually working on it. But I was thinking of having a segment where we like, we're all pretty old, but
no,
we
we're
like
not.
New
try
slang.
to like, try to like review what's. The
We
new
did an
stuff
episode
going
about new
on,
slang, actually.
No,
It's
I
just
don't
be a
like that.
recurring
'Cause
segment.
We're not old, guys.
Well, maybe we're not old.
I don't know if you know that. I don't know if you know
I think
this, Celine,
Celine
but
doesn't
the
count.
female biological clock
Celine's
ticks
not
faster than the
old.
male
We're-
biological
Celine,
clock.
We're quite a
you know
bit
what it
older
is because
than
Celine
her.
is actually not part of this
No,
generation.
you guys.
You're
Yeah.
9.
No one
You are
here is old.
Excuse me.
You're not-
I'm
yeah.
I'm turning 40
That's not
basically this year.
old.
I get you squeeze the word basically into that sentence, which is like, no, you're turning 38. 30.
Basically 40.
Wait,
Yeah,
38 or 39 this year?
38.
38.
Yeah,
But for
come
the
on.
Korean age, I'd be 39,
no
which is
Korean age.
basically
There's no
40.
There's no Korean age anymore, Sue. You're still 38.
I'm
You're
just saying,
fine.
guys. I'm just saying, guys.
Well,
I think
okay.
this new slang idea
What-
sounds great
Okay,
because I feel like I
what-
need to learn new
Yeah.
things
Yeah,
about
yeah.
how.
Age aside, we're definitely at least I am not with it, and so it's I don't know.
I am not with
Not
it.
I need to,
You
like-
just aged yourself by saying you're not with it.
Right?
I am
what's
outside
the new
of
way
the-
of saying with it?
Okay, I'm
Like,
outside of the
I'm not-
core demo.
Yeah.
Let's say.
Like I have.
Okay, both of those are terrible ways to say.
Where can I go touch grass? Like,
Oh, gosh,
Yeah.
so bad, so bad, dude.
Touch grass.
Just say you're out of touch. I mean, that's like a universal. That'll never.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
you're out of touch.
with it sounds cooler.
Or
than
just
that
like
to me.
you're a huge loser. Just say that.
Yeah, and so I want to know what the cool stuff is.
But why? It's not going to help you.
It might.
It might.
It might.
You guys might have to start talking like that in your reels. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna say this, man. I listen to enough like young, like 25-year-olds, 27-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like they don't talk that much different than us.
No, I was
They
going to
really
say
don't.
there's an age cutoff. I think, honestly, like 24 to 30. Okay, maybe 25 to 30. Maybe 24 too. They talk like we do.
Yeah.
They're the same as us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's
They
just
also have
internet
the same
personalities,
I'm being a
right?
little
references
facetious. There's-
and
yeah.
No, but anyone younger than that, which is a fuck ton of people on social media, they
Yeah.
do talk differently.
Yeah, there's this
And they have
like
different
little-
references,
Yeah,
too.
there's this little kid in like junior high who gets interviewed now and again in New York.
Oh, I know
and
who
he
you're talking
says
about.
like clickety clack. Like, and I want to fucking punch him in the face.
Oh, God, Jay, you're one of those guys.
1800.
I know who you're talking about because all the comments are like, who raised this kid? He's the problem with the future. But he's not saying anything that insane. He's saying words like rizz.
It's like rizz.
He's saying things like
on God.
On God, yeah. Because he's 13 from New York. Like,
Also, he's like very New York,
Yeah,
right? And then he grew up with like a bunch of skater,
Yeah, he's like a skate
commuter.
kid.
Yeah, he's like a skate kid. So,
but I know who you're talking about because
I also know who you're talking about.
I like that kid. I pray for that kid.
I
hope that
actually do like him as well.
Yeah.
So
My bad.
I think you just need to like
Wait, he's
fix
how-
your
I need to get with it.
Yeah, you didn't. Yeah,
You need to
be
increase
open.
your empathy. Your empathy.
Yeah.
Yeah, open your heart.
There's one thing you can do that will like immediately make you with it. You need to
Get Botox.
No, you need to hang out with 15-year-olds.
Oh my God, dangerous. Very. Charkong. Ande.
Pretty sure Jay is a court mandated not allowed to be near middle school.
So start going to the club.
Well, you can work in our industry. You'll be talking to like 15-year-olds all day, every day, dude.
I know.
Oh, that's true.
I know.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wait. So one of my students right now, she's going to Telluride. Are you familiar with this program?
Telluride, Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
So Telluride is like the most prestigious high school program in the world. They accept 25 people a year. It's very hard to get into. 90% of kids who go to those programs go to like the top 5 colleges. It's really hard to get into. But it's also like the most woke liberal program you can think of because their curriculum is all about like social justice, like African studies, like really sort of liberal stuff. And she was telling me, she's like, Sam, I don't like it here. And I'm like, oh, have an open mind. Like, you're Korean. You might not feel comfortable because it's more liberal. She's like, no. Someone in our dorm suggested that we go watch fireworks for 4th of July. And they're trying to like get her like kicked out of the program for like being a fucking ally to oppression. And I was like, wait, really? And she's like, yeah, like people here are really crazy.
Oh,
Like
you mean like they don't
super
want people
socially-
celebrating the 4th of
Yeah.
July?
Yeah, they're like, how dare you even suggest that we do that? Like,
I mean, fireworks are bad.
for
They should
sure,
never-
but also it's a high school summer immersion program. Like, go see some fucking fireworks. Like,
You know what one of my students said the other day is, we can maybe cut this out, but she's like in a dorm, right? And like literally whenever we have meetings, there's just constant yapping in the background. They don't give a fuck that she's on Zoom.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
No
She's
respect.
in a dorm right now?
Yeah, she's in
Yeah.
a dorm. No respect, like no consideration. And then this one recent time, like there was all this yapping, like really loud to the point where she couldn't hear me. I couldn't hear her. And I was like, what's going on? And she was talking about her roommates. And she goes, oh, everyone here, because it's an all-girls school, everyone here is a lesbian.
Oh, 100%.
And she goes like, that's just, what's interesting
and that's
is
just
her-
how women are.
No, it's interesting because her roommates are Chinese, like from China.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's like, they're a lesbian. Her 2 roommates are a lesbian. And she goes, no, but everyone here is a lesbian. And I'm like, that's just the way things are
And
now.
and that's
That
how
is
it will
honestly-
be in Biden's America.
Like, people are gay.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's
really the
always
way that
it's
it
always
is.
really trippy when Korean students go to the States and they encounter like gay culture.
Yeah.
Because like as woke as you might want to be in Korea,
Because it's
like
not like that in Korea.
yeah,
That's just,
they're
it's
just
just
so
a
like
cultural
what the
difference. Yeah.
hell is this? This is crazy. Yeah. But I
But
do
then you come to Itaewon and there's like,
No, for sure. Yeah.
like
yeah.
everyone's gay.
everyone's
I mean,
gay.
also like, yeah, everyone's gay in Korea too. for
Everyone's
sure.
gay in Korea. All
are
those
gay.
single sex.
Wait, should we
schools,
call
you know?
this episode "Everyone's Gay"? in
Everyone's
Korea?
gay in
That would
Korea.
probably be
Everyone's a
very
little bit gay.
clickbaity.
I like how excited he got.
Jay are like,
Yo, should we go for the gay demographic? I could probably rizz the gays.
oh no.
Oh God.
What's up, my gays?
God. Lord. Lord.
But I'm like the more outgoing gay. But
like
Jay
rizz is
is
a
like a
verb.
quiet gay.
Yeah.
And that's why we work well together.
And that's the last episode of the Side Days podcast.
Oh my god.
And then we are canceled
Oh my god.
forever.
Well, all right. I guess we can start concluding the episode. I just want to say, Seoul monsoon season has arrived.
Yeah.
Oh man,
It's getting dark and gloomy out there.
It
I know.
is.
Is it supposed to
Also,
rain today? Who
it's
knows?
supposed to
yeah, it
rain,
is supposed to
yeah.
rain. And it's like
I heard that it
99%
Can I
humidity out
also
there.
say, I feel like the last 2 years, 2 or 3 summers, it hasn't been that bad for
Last year we
monsoon,
didn't get a lot
right?
of rain. The
And,
year
like,
before that, I think we did.
Did we? But
Really?
this year, I think we're in for like a real beating from the sky.
I never know because I feel like every year it's like last year was
I
this
know.
and then
It's
I
same
don't
with
remember.
snow, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there like I know that in 2020 for like 15 days straight it rained in August. And then I feel like last year or maybe the year before that it
Remember
like,
last
flooded.
year? Yeah,
flooding.
it was
There's
last
flooding.
year
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Gangnam.
Wait,
no,
that
but-
was last year.
No,
Yeah,
but
that was
normally, I
last
feel like
year.
every year
Crazy.
there's flooding in Gangnam.
But it also flooded in Mangwon. Like on
The flooding was
like,
bad.
yeah.
like,
no,
Hanpo always
people
gets
died.
flooded.
I remember now. There were deaths.
No, but the
Yeah.
Gangnam one was crazy because there was a guy
Oh, yeah.
on top of a car, right?
Oh,
It
yes.
was literally
And
coming
I
down.
remember now.
There was
Yeah,
like
I
that
remember.
photo,
I
right?
remember,
Do you guys
yeah.
remember that?
Yeah.
And I was like, that's nuts. I
Well,
can't
it's
even.
back then. Also, dragonflies are back. I just saw a fucking swarm of them outside my apartment yesterday.
Minnie's
I
has started
love
crying today, by the way.
Yay,
Oh my God, I
cicadas!
can't
Woo, let's go, bro.
Yeah.
Oh God, I love cicadas.
Last question for the podcast. Sue, how's your diet going?
Oh, today was a good day. Yeah, I weighed in.
Did you eat
You weighed
1,000
in.
bags of cookies?
Trigger warning.
You also walked
Trigger
from
warning, trigger
like
warning.
Yongsan to here, which is like a pretty long walk.
Yes.
Which equals 2 cookies, by the way. But yeah, continue.
Thanks.
Stop
Thanks
eating
for
cookies.
letting-
Stop eating cookies, Sue.
You know, that's always so depressing to see, like, when you're eating something and you look at the calorie box and you're like, oh
Yeah.
my God.
A cookie is 150 calories. Or
Dude,
something.
crazy.
Yeah.
I legit ate
And
this.
then, like, how little calories, like, actually exercising burns.
Oh, it's like nothing,
it's
right?
nothing.
It's nothing. And then, so my friend Liz from Berlin, when she came last year, she brought me a bunch of chocolates because she knows that I love chocolate, right? And I was cleaning my house and I found one of the ones she left. It was like this white chocolate bar with like dried strawberries on it or whatever. So of course I ate the whole thing in one sitting, and I looked it up. I looked at the nutritional facts like
scared.
after, and it was like 560
No.
calories for the whole thing. And it was like 53 grams of sugar. And I ate all of it.
I would
in
be
one
dead
sit-
on the floor.
I know. I was
Holy shit.
honestly, I was like, wait, that was bad, huh? That was bad. I didn't know chocolate could be that bad.
That's
you know?
insane.
We've
Yeah.
been telling you this for years, by the way.
I mean, obviously, I just like ignore whatever you guys say.
No,
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, when you're eating those things, like, no one looks at
Wait, so
the
Sue, how much weight have you lost then?
I feel like this is like too
you don't have to-
personal.
yeah, you
to
don't
me.
have
Yeah,
No. I want to know. We can cut it. I want to
She's-
know.
Sue's been
You made a
doing
bet
well.
with Jay that you could lose 6 kilos for $500.
She's been doing really well. I'm in full support of her.
Are you going to ask for the money if she doesn't hit the 6 kilos?
Oh yeah,
Of course.
I'm gonna obviously.
Oh,
They're,
is Jay in on
they're,
this?
they're betting against me
It
right
was
now for
Jiwon-
sure.
It was Jiwon and Sue.
Can I get on this bet?
It's too late.
Damn it.
Yeah.
It's too late.
And it's more, it's a way to motivate and
I feel
help
like she'd
hold-
rather give you the money
accountable.
than lose the weight.
Hell
though.
no,
Don't
dude.
say those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't say such
What?
things.
Rizz?
Yeah, don't say rizz as a verb.
Rizz.
He has a
Can
tick
Rizz be
now.
used as a
He wants to
verb?
be accepted
I'm
so badly.
I'm gonna start using Rizz in every sentence from now on.
Oh God.
You're not 25.
Yo,
Just
you guys want to
with-
get out of here and Rizz a beer?
Aaron. Okay, maybe this
God.
will be aging me, but I don't think rizz can be used as a verb.
Dude, anything can be
He
used as
just
anything.
did it.
Okay,
I
he just
studied
did it.
English literature. I think I know how.
Oh
it
my
works.
God.
You know what?
Kidding.
The 20-year-olds are going to definitely cancel this.
Yeah, they're
this
like,
I know.
podcast.
The,
or
whatever
like-
college you were talking about just now, definitely.
Telluride.
That's not a
Telluride.
college. It's a high school.
It's a high school
Oh,
program, yeah.
program.
But it takes place at Cornell. So Cornell can cancel me. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Those guys suck. Ezra Cornell can suck my dick.
We
Fuck
don't
you.
need Cornell's money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
But we will take it,
Yeah,
though.
we'll take it. This episode of The Side Dish is brought to you by Cornell
To
University.
Cornell University.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to our 100th episode of The Side Dish Podcast. Please like and subscribe on Instagram _ the side dish. Review us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. We need the reviews. 5 stars. Don't leave a review if it's not going to be 5 stars.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
And with that said, we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.